Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. This is going to be SNS 129. All right, got a few things to talk about this week. Got some more announcements for you, and I do have some machine work that I've done this week that I'm going to share with you. We've got some viewer mail right here. Got a couple things that's come in that I'll show you real quick and give you a little scoop on those. Some really nice stuff. And I've got another viewer mail that I'm not going to show in this video. It's going to be its own video, which will hopefully be coming out after SNS. We got a really nice big heavy duty viewer mail item that showed up, and this is something I've been working on, so I'm going to make a video and be on the lookout for that. You'll know when you see it, okay? So I want to start off by mentioning the new t-shirt campaign again over at tblaster.com. It's for the new Abom Torque t-shirts. So far the sales are doing pretty good. It seems to be generating a lot of buzz out there, and I had quite a few of you guys purchase your shirts. So first off, just thank you everybody that's been purchasing a shirt. It really means a lot to me that you guys are so involved in this and that you're interested in these t-shirts. And yeah, they're doing pretty good. And we got one more week on the campaign. By the time you see this, it's going to run until I didn't think to look at the date, but when you're watching this, it's going to be for one more week. I believe midnight Saturday night. So another week. Thank you guys for all the support that you've been giving me. I will make sure that I'm going to put the link in the description box. So any of you guys that haven't purchased one that you're interested in, it's really easy. Click the link, it'll take you straight to it. The prices for the shirt start at $20, and I believe that covers from small to extra large. And I believe it's extra large, and past that they add an additional $1 for those sizes, and then you got shipping on top of that. For all you guys that's overseas, I'm very sorry about the the overseas shipping rates over there. That's out of my hand. I mean, I think that's out of their hand. I don't think they're making money off that. They're just charging you what they have to charge to be able to ship a shirt overseas. So I really hate that, but I have had a few message me and leave comments saying that they ordered it anyway. So, and as far as the price of the shirt goes, I've always felt like $20 is a fair price for a shirt, especially when it's something that you're doing to try to raise a little bit of money for the shop right here. It's no secret that that's part of what helps drive this shop and support this shop financially, is little t-shirt campaigns like that. And I just think it's a fair price, and you can set prices at whatever you want. I'm not a greedy person. I think $20 is a fair amount. I make a couple of bucks off that sale, and that's it. You can go to Walmart and buy a shirt for $5 if you want to, or you can go to a department store and buy one for $50. So I think it's a fair deal myself. But anyway, we got another week on that, so make sure you get your order in before it's too late. And I'll make sure I keep posting reminders over on Facebook and Instagram and places like that to try to get all those orders in before it's too late. And then after that campaign ends, we'll go ahead and we'll start another campaign probably a week or two later for the previous Shop Life shirts. The Do You Indicate Bro shirt, the welder shirt, and then after that we might go with another design. I've got another one in store there for you guys too. So all right, I think that covers the t-shirt campaign going on there. So I want to move on to this right here. You probably noticed this cup right here. This is one that I had made here locally in town. There's a company in town called Extreme Truck Accessories, and this is one of their little side gigs. Is that they sell these cups. This brand here is called Sick, Seriously Ice Cold, and they sell these cups. But what they do is that they go a little step beyond just selling them, and they'll actually custom powder coat for you. So I had two of these done. I had one done for me, and I had one done for my girlfriend Sarah. Hers is pink and mine's black, and they turned out really nice. I really like it. It's pretty neat. I really wish that I could try to figure out a way to do something like this for you guys that want to buy other swag beside the t-shirt, and we are working on that. It's just taking a while. So I'm trying to figure out how I can I can handle more swag, because I don't have time to be able to buy all this stuff and then ship it out to everybody. That's why I like the t-shirt campaigns, because they handle everything, you know, and then I make a couple bucks off the sale for using my art on it. But if you guys are interested in what these guys are doing right here over Extreme, this is their card right here. I'll hold it up for you. Extreme Sit Cups, and there's a phone number right there, and look for them on Facebook. They've got some samples of some of their work over on Facebook. Extreme Sit Cups. They do a nice job, and I would recommend anybody that wants one, go over there and send them your art, your logo, get one with your name on it. It doesn't matter. So these cups here, there's other ones out there just like it. They're all made the same. They're all imported from China. Even the Yeti cups. This is a copy of a Yeti. You can buy them at Walmart. I heard some of the guys talk about Ozark makes one. And I know the difference between this one and some of the others. This is a lifetime warranty cup right here. You register at sitcups.com, and if you break it, bend it, whatever, I think you email them a picture of it, and then they'll send you a new cup. So that's pretty cool there. All right, so that's that. I got a couple viewer gifts that's come in this week, and we'll go ahead and show those now. We got this one. It come from overseas. That's pretty cool. It's always interesting to see the overseas mail. And what we have here is a collet. I'll tell you what they said. Hey Adam, here's a 10 millimeter R8 collet for your coax indicator. If you guys watch all the videos, you might remember I was setting up the coax over here on the K&T, and I went to put it in a collet, and it was 10 millimeter. It wasn't 3/8, so I had to use a drill chuck to hold it because I didn't have the right collet. He says this is British made, so it should be decent quality. All the best. Keep up the great work on your excellent channel. Cheers, Ken Goddard from Yorkshire, England. So here is the collet. Looks like a fine tool. 10 millimeter bore so that we can use it to hold that 10 millimeter shank coax indicator, and we could also use it for a 10 millimeter drill bit if we need to. So thank you very much, Ken. That's awesome. That'll be great. I'll put that over with my R8 collets there. All right, we got one more. This one just showed up, and this is sent in from Jeremy Hall. He's up in Battle Creek, Michigan. Jeremy, I just remembered this. Jeremy sent me beef jerky before, and I believe it was from Beef Jerky Unlimited. So he had sent an email and said that he had an infrared thermometer that he wanted to send me. So it looks like he picked up a brand new one, and this was made by Klein Tools, and it goes to -58 to 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Very cool. I'm looking forward to opening this up and giving it a try, seeing how she does. So that's a nice addition to the shop there, Jeremy. I really appreciate that. And I was doing some heat treating over there, and this is something that I've been wanting to add to my arsenal around here for a long time, but it's a tool that I rarely need, and I just overlook it, and I just never have invested in one. Jeremy sent an email and said that he wanted to send one, so that's what he did. So thank you very much, Jeremy. I really appreciate it. This will be a nice tool to use around the shop. So me and Stella are going to give you another Abom photo challenge entry. Ain't that right? She's in there hanging out. There's another thunderstorm outside, and she doesn't like thunderstorms, so she's in there hanging with me. She usually doesn't like to come in here and hang out. I guess it's boring to her when the doors are shut. So anyway, we got a nice entry here that I've had for a while that I wanted to share with you. And this is from one of my YouTube viewers. On YouTube, he's known as Billy T. So Billy, here is your entry to the photo challenge. I'll tell you a little bit about Billy. He said he's 47. He's a retired shop teacher, but he lives in Saskatoon, Canada, 400 miles north of Montana, Canadian state line. It's farm country up there, but it's much colder. So he's a long hauler now. He's a truck driver. Him and his wife Lisa, they bought a a 2007 International, and it's got a C13 Cat motor in it. And he calls it deck work, where down here in the South we call it a flatbed. I never even thought of that, but yeah, it's down here it's just always flatbeds. So he says that he hauls just about everything he can on this truck. Last trip was to the border of Mexico and Texas. And so let's get to the pictures here. He's got some shots inside the cab, and this is where he watches a lot of his YouTube videos as well, in the cab of his truck. There's a picture of a bunch of Can-Am, probably four-wheelers, quads, or snowmobiles. There's a nice shot of him holding the Abom, the logo there. on the deck of the truck, holding the logo. There's headache rack with all his tie downs and chains. And there he is, chilling on the back of it. Very cool, Billy. I really appreciate you sending it in. I enjoy the pictures like this. I really like it when you guys get involved and be in the pictures, and it makes it a little more personal. So, Billy, thanks for the submission here, and I was glad to get to share them on the channel. And I hope you continue to enjoy watching the channel when you're out there on them long hauls, man. This quick little segment here is just to show you a couple things that's going to be coming up on the channel real soon. We got a couple jobs here that we're going to be working on. One, this cylinder head, you've probably seen it. It's been sitting over here on the bench for several weeks now. This belongs to someone local here named Mike, and he dropped it off. I ran into him at the flea market, and Mike used to deliver steel. And he knew my dad and my granddad. He used to deliver steel to our old shop down there for quite a while back. But he was friends with Dad and Granddad and knew them well. And I mean, so he knows who I am, and he ran into me. He watches the videos. He ran into me at the flea market a while back, and he said he had something that he needed some help with, and I told him he could drop it off. But he's got this cylinder head, and it's got a fitting that's broke off in here, and he says it's cracked also. And I haven't found the crack yet. I'm gonna email Mike again and find out exactly where that crack is. Maybe you don't see it until you put a fitting in there, and it might spread it out some. But anyway, we gotta work on this hole right here. It's got a fitting broke off in it. We can get that out, and we might have to do some brazing on this to repair the crack. So this is something that'll be coming up real soon. And another video that we're gonna be getting to pretty soon is we've got another one of these well drilling shafts that I need to complete. Now, this is the sample right here, and this has been standing up behind the Victor over there next to the pedestal grinder since I started making videos. I don't know if you've ever noticed it. I've got another piece over there that's roughed in, and what I need to do is finish it. So this will make some good video content right here. I got a lot of turning here to do. We've got some face grooving to do down here. A thrust bearing fits up in this side, much like I did the shaft for the rotary welding table there. And we got some threading. We got to cut some keyways. And I really wish that I was videoing this stuff back whenever I made these, but I roughed these two shafts out back in 2006. It's been 10 years now. So the other one's still sitting over there. This started out as a solid piece of 4140. And if I hold it just right, you see that there's a hole going all the way through there. And I had to drill that hole all the way through those two pieces. 1.25 inch hole. That would have made some great video content. I did that on the Acra lathe that's at work now. That used to be one of our lathes at my shop. And Dad had sold it to Motion whenever we had moved down there. But we had made it an extended drill. We brazed a smaller drill onto a shank, and then I drilled it up halfway on each side. And then we've got that long 1.25 inch taper shank drill that I used to drill in each side, and it wasn't that bad. I think maybe a couple hours, I had the thing drilled out. But anyway, this is just something that's going to be coming up real soon on the channel. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little heads up of some things that you can look forward to, okay? We're going to be working on this real soon, and I'd like to get this finished up. Another thing I'll point out, this is the part that screws into the end of this shaft right here. That's the drill stem adapter. And if you'll notice, we got square threads on this right here. So something that I haven't ever showed you guys yet. Got some square threads and machine in the end right here. That's going to be fun. Got us a little job to do here in the shop. This is what Bruce likes to call a get her out. We got a broken bolt here in the end of this. Looks like a rack. To me it looks like a piece of cast iron. It's just a casted piece. It's not even machined. It is machined on this side right here though. So they got a broken bolt in here. It needs to come out. Somebody's already tried to drill it, and they have tried to use the knees out with no success. Luckily they didn't break off anything in there. So we're going to see if we can get that sucker out right there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and attempt this using cutting tool methods. Somebody's already put some heat on it. I don't know if that was enough heat to really do any difference or not. The thing with heating it up is you can't handle it right away without cooling it down, so I want to go ahead and give it a try on the mill without heating it up so that I can handle it. Alright, so the back side of this is machined. You can see here it's been machined. This has been machined, and this surface here has been machined. Now this top side is still cast, and you've got what looks like a part number casted into it right there. So we're going to set it down in the vise right here. I've got it away from that sticker right here. And I'm going to use this screwy ball, the big screwy ball. I'm going to put the flat against the jaw here, and then we'll push on it right in this area here. So what that's doing, that's putting pressure in one central spot here on this casting and pushing it flat against the machine surface right there. If I was to run this up without that ball in there, I'd be hitting these casted numbers unless I was to move it down further and push on it this way. But it's not a machine surface, so you know it's doing like this across that face right there. There's other things you can do. You could put guys like putting welding wire in there, such as like an aluminum welding rod. You can put that in there, it works good. Or you can just use some kind of soft shim stock in there. There's different methods that work well. I'm using this because this is Chuck giving me these screwy balls that he makes, and they work well for this kind of stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is use a 3/4 end mill, and I don't know what size this bolt is, but it looks like it's a 3/4 inch bolt, judging from my scale there. I'm going to use this 3/4 end mill to help center the spindle on the bolt as close as I can by eye, and we'll also use it to kind of knock down those high spots there. So what I do is I look front to back, you know, here and here, and I adjust the table to where it looks like it's centered. And you can get it really close that way. Sometimes you're off a few thousandths, so you can adjust it as you're making cuts. That looks pretty close, so I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to lock the table. And I want to use this, and I don't know how tough this is going to be. Alright, it don't seem too bad. Alright. We're gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna take this cutter out, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a 5/8 end mill here. This is just an old end mill that's been well used, but it'll still cut. And we're going to relieve the center of this a little bit. I tell you what, I take that back. I got another idea. I've got some 1/2 inch left-handed end mills. Let me grab one of those and we'll see if we can make any progress with that. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna do much with this. That's one of the end mills there, and you can see it's not center cutting. So I won't be able to plunge very far without it just getting tight on me, because it's not cutting in the center. I have to relieve the center some of it to get it to cut, so probably gonna have to just use our other end mills or other cutters. See, it's cutting it, but it's got a stub there in the middle. But I wasn't sure if it would be just enough to grab that bolt and unscrew it out of there. That's why I wanted to try it. So I need to relieve the center with a different cutter. I don't know if this, we can try this. This is a left-hand half-inch drill bit. I don't know how well it's gonna work with that hole that's already drilled in there, but we can try it. See what it does. Seems to be doing okay. It's cutting it. Nope. Just drilled all the way through the bolt there. That sucker is in there, man. It looks like we're going to be doing some more cutting to get it out. Alright, so I went ahead and put my 5/8 end mill in there, and we'll try to work it out with that. Alright, so this is where I use an end mill, since it's stuck in there pretty well, to kind of move the table around a little and cut each side of the bolt till I can get it to where it'll either just come out of there or I can peel it out of there. I can see that I'm closer to this side here. I can see where I'm cutting into the threads. We still got metal over here, so I was off a little bit. We're about 30 thousandths small on tap size, so we got room that we can move this around just a little bit and try to get that cut out of there. I'm gonna change speeds. Just moving the table over a little. And I'm looking at that wall there to see if I'm breaking into threads. I should be getting close. And just keep moving it over a little bit. A lot of chips down in the bottom there. I got to try to get out. Alright, you can see where it's trying to come into the threads there now a little bit. I want to go ahead and hit the back side a little bit more. I'm just pulling the table into me a little bit. Okay, we're getting close. We're just about there, really. Let me see. I might be able to peel that out now. Let me find a pick. Let me find a pick and some pliers, and we might be able to wind it out. All right, we're going to move the cutter out of our way. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, you sucker. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Come on. It's supposed to work because I'm filming. Sometimes these things you can just take them and just unwind them, the whole thing, but it's very brittle, so it's trying to break on me. But you see what we're trying to do here, and now it's like stuck in there, and I can't get it to pry out. Come on. All right, I'm gonna have to move you. You're kind of in my way. Let me see if I can get it started again. All right, I was able to pry it out again. Come on, man. You guys that's never worked around a camera before, it's a little bit tricky. I'm wanting to move around there. There we go. That's it right there. All right. And I think the first little bit I threw on the floor down there, it's down there in no man's land, but all right, that worked out pretty good. That's what's left of your thread. It's looking like 3/4 tin. I don't know if it's metric, but yeah, it could be. Let me go find a couple taps and we'll see what size it is. I went and got my pitch gauge, and what I was thinking is that this is a 3/4 tin hole. So we got it on the tin leaf, and checking it like this by sight looks like it's 10 pitch, 10 threads per inch. So I found me a good 3/4 tin tap. And what's neat here, this is a Card. The brand name is Card, and then I'm going to use my Card number 9 tap wrench. This is one that I had found at the flea market, I think last year, and I paid $5 for it. These are awesome tap wrenches. So let's see if we can get her started. Make sure that's the right one. Yeah, that's feeling right. I'm going to go ahead and take it right back out though, and let me get a little bit of, we'll use a little anchor lube. Alright, we're just going to use a little bit of this anchor lube. Alright. And I'm just chasing the threads is all I'm doing there, cleaning it out. There's probably going to be a little bit of corrosion in there, some rust. maybe some Loctite, I don't know. Tap's going in there nice. It's going in there real good, see? There it is. So it must have just been corroded in there. Really stuck. It's possible that I could have heated it and maybe it would have come out that way. You just never know until you try it. I was hoping, I was just taking a chance that it would just back out with the left-handed cutters. So anyway, that's going to be it right there. I just need to take it and just kind of clean it out. I'll blow it out real good and make sure there's no crud left in it, and we'll be done. Just need to do a little cleanup here, put some tools away. There we go, guys. Another little job done. Just another way that you can go about something like this. Again, you can use heat sometimes. You could have welded a nut to this and possibly spun it out that way. Any number of ways to try. And again, I said I didn't want to use the heat just because I wanted to go ahead and jump on and get it done. So just one way to get it done right there. It's always nice when you can peel the thread out like that. I've had this happen to me several times, and it's a good feeling whenever you get it right. So hope you enjoyed that, and we'll keep trying to bring you the little projects and the jobs. I know you like them, okay?